Hello and good evening, my fellow gamers, nerds, figure friends of all ages. It is that special time of the week, folks. Another exciting, riveting episode for Figure Friday. You know, that special night of the week where we look at the time, we spend some quality time together. Basically nerd out about all things, figure, Funko, merchandise, memorabilia, related of all kinds, shapes, colors, and of course sizes. You better believe anything of those faithful categories of that sort you're gonna find right here on this channel right here. Now, um, before the holiest moments begin, I want you guys to please do me a favor. If you haven't already, please do me a favor and go grab something to eat, something to drink, a snack if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to, or if you just want to chill. Until the time that's necessary when we do decide to get the festivities underway. You're more than welcome to just sit here and chill. Kenny, good evening, sir. How are you this fine Friday night, my man? Um, you said you were gonna call me, my dude, but I don't. I didn't get a call, so that's okay. Like I said, if you were busy, I understand. And of course, not to worry about me, folks. I have me something to drink right here. Non-alcoholic. Don't worry about that. It's actually homemade ocean water. Yes, I do mean that popular drink from Sonic, because I was able to. I was given the secret to cracking the code. I called and left voicemail. Really? I didn't get one, Kenny. Like, really? I checked my mailbox and everything. Like, I don't know. I didn't get nothing. Like, I could recheck it, but I mean, heck, I would have known if I had a missed call. Unless you changed your number, maybe. Yes? No? That's fine. Really, it's okay. If nothing else, did you call when you were at work? No, I didn't call you when I was at work, man. Tom, what's going on, man? How you doing, boss? Welcome, welcome. But if nothing else, Kenny, I'll drop a call on you after this episode, man. No problem. Goodness gracious. But how are you guys doing? Like, really, I hope you guys are doing immaculately awesome. Cause first time to a, I am hurt, I am flabbergasted and appalled because you, Tom, have known about my YouTube channel ever since all this time I've known each other, and yet this is the first time you come into my live session. Like, why? But it's okay. I understand. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I do hope that you guys are well and that you're relaxing. So go ahead and kick your feet up. Take a deep breath. Relax with your boy. And just fall out. Notice I'm calling someone. The voicemail was garbled, and I could have sworn I heard reverse beepers from a lift going. Really? Hmm. Well, I do have forklifts at my job, Kenny, but I don't think I'd be caught dead on my phone, especially not when it comes down to being on the forklift. Because come on, that's something I can't do. To be fair, my old phone was garbage for that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. I'm not saying it's I understand, Tom. I get it. Heck. But yeah. Go ahead, laugh it up. Go ahead. But yeah, and we're gonna go ahead and get started, folks. But before we do that, I just want to flex and show off this new shirt real quick. This I just want to say this is got one of my favorite DC females on it. The Catwoman, Selena Kyle, and I'm happy to be showing her off tonight. Next week I will be showing off another one of my favorite shirts that I did procure. I hope you guys look forward to that. But that's why I was wondering what the heck was up. Honestly, I'd be wondering what the heck would be up to. But we're going to go ahead and get started. I want to say hello and welcome for those who are just joining us. We're coming at you live from my YouTube channel and, of course, TikTok. And if you're going to be watching this as a highlight, welcome also. So since we dared last week to face the deceased universe, tonight we will be delving into the world of the MCU to introduce 3 new Funkos straight from 3 different worlds. But they're all in the same universe, because they're all from the MCU. Now, again, I invite you guys to sit back, relax, kick your feet up, and take a deep breath because, as you know, it's just you, me, and the merchandise of tonight. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started. First. So, first up, we're going to actually introducing some young talent. Honestly, a young, talented, and up and coming hero who, at first, she idolized an Avenger, and of course, actually ended up becoming one. Now, the one I was going to say, each character that I'm introducing tonight, they're all coming out of three separate Marvel series that were made. Like each one was made, and every episode was already aired. So a small spoiler is in effect right now if you haven't seen these three shows, but I highly recommend it. Because each one is awesome. So I'm pretty sure you're asking, who is this young hero, you ask? Well, it's not me, so don't look at me like that. No, it's one Miss Kate Bishop. Yes, that's right, folks. The young archer of the Hawkeye series has daredeviled her way into tonight's episode with some trick arrows and a story. Now, what's also cool about this is not only does she come with her own stand, but she does also come with another little Funko, which I thought was really cool. I'm glad they included it, very cute little Funko, I ain't gonna lie. But let me get her onto the stand. You guys can see her. Bam! And as you can see, sporting her own little custom-made outfit, courtesy of that was actually made by both her and Clint Barton, aka Hawkeye. Ironic, isn't it? Now, the story goes. Young Kate Bishop here is the daughter of Eleanor Bishop, and having lost her father during the Battle of New York, when of course the Chitauri was invading thanks to Loki, um, Bishop idolized the heroics of the Avenger Hawkeye, and she actually trained herself throughout childhood to become a master in archery, and she actually participated competitively in like combat sports and won so many awards it became ridiculous. And after investigating like the activities of an auction house that fell under attack by the tracksuit mafia, which that is a real thing. Honestly, I've heard that they're like a gang of Russians and just they're very dangerous, very dangerous. But also, it was actually she had inadvertently taken up the mantle of Ronin. Now, for those of you guys who don't know who Ronin is, it's actually one of Clint Barton's personas because it was his other persona that came out during the events of the Endgame series, and basically he was a vigilante and he sported more of a sword than a bow and arrow. But that's best served for another time. Which actually, since she did that, it resulted in her coming face to face with Barton himself. Oh goodness, forgive me. My apologies, folks. Forgive me. And she actually subsequently became his partner during an investigation into the tracksuits, and while also investigating her mother's fiance, Jack Duquesne, of murdering Armand Duquesne III. And when Bishop discovered her mother actually murdered Armand instead and was secretly in league with the Kingpin, Bishop actually worked with Barton to dismantle the tracksuits operation and arrest Eleanor. And after the pair succeeded and Bishop had proven herself to be worthy, Barton actually gave her and rewarded her the mantle of Hawkeye, which the two actually share. They share that name Hawkeye because they work so much well as a team together. And before we get into the fun facts that I did find out, I also want to show off this little fella right here. Yes, I know it's a dog, but there's a reason for that. This little guy right here, his name is Lucky. His name's Lucky the Pizza Dog. And the reason for that is because somehow, some way, this little guy right here, he was able to sneak into her apartment one night when she brought home some pizza, and she got stuck with him, because she didn't have the heart to turn him away, and also because she couldn't do it. Diego fam, what's going on, man? How you doing? Welcome. Oh yeah, let's go ahead. That right there. Oh my goodness, Kate. This is no time to do the acrobatics. Sit there, please. Stop doing that. Now, actually, I did find out some interesting fun facts about her. do you watch The Boys? I've heard very good things about that series. Now, I haven't seen any episodes yet, but there's a reason for that. The reason is because I want to wait, until they get like all the episodes out for that season, so that way I can start from episode one and play catch up. Because that way I'm not left behind. I know it seems a little weird, but I mean that's really how I do it. So but oh yeah. Did you guys know that Miss Bishop here is actually a member of a team called the Young Avengers? And another fact is that she's actually one of many heroes to be able to own a dog. Because in the world of like the MCU, when it comes down to like heroes and everything, owning a dog, it kind of like you know it complicates things, because that's one thing you have to worry about: someone having to look over it or you having to look out for the dog itself. Most people do that anyway. Yes, I know, Tom. I understand that, and I'm glad I'm not the only one. Really, I mean, that's what I did with Game of Thrones, and I'm actually happy I did. That freaking series blew me away, and I feel so terrible because, like, due to the fact that that show features things like swords, dragons, magic, and like I love all those sorts of things, And due to the fact that uh, like it took me so long, I'm actually happy that I binge watched it because it was worth the wait. I'm looking forward to the House of the Dragon, or the Dragon Blood or whatever it's called, the newest one that's coming out soon. Honestly, I'm a little bit upset because Emilia Clarke, aka Daenerys Targaryen, isn't going to be in this series, but that's okay. She did enough, honestly, in the regular Game of Thrones, and I was blown away by it. But probably the coolest fact that I found out is that in the comic book world, Miss Kate here, she actually dated another hero. And who is this other hero? It is none other than Miles Morales. Yes, the venom punching black and red suited Spider Man, Miles Morales. In fact, that's one of the most interesting little tidbits that I found out about her because I didn't even know that, and I'm actually glad that I read up on that. Oh goodness, apologies. And again, I want to take this opportunity. Wait, Brian MK, how you doing, man? What's up? I just want to take this opportunity to say the music that I'm listening to, I own no rights to it, okay? None of the beats, the lyrics, the sounds, that all goes to the guys of Tenacious D. It's a mix up tonight between like a bunch of bands, like Tenacious D, ACDC, Metallica, just all kinds, But let's go ahead and move on to another direction. Sorry, I don't know what that is. Why am I doing that? There's no fly in here, so I'm not planning, do that. Anyways, next up, we're actually going to be taking a march into the magic side of the MCU to introduce one who actually almost gave the Scarlet Witch a run for her money. But, of course, in the end, this mistress of deception, she got what was coming to her. So the Lady of Deception, and, of course, the one who we knew it was her all along. Very powerful. So, ladies and gents, let me introduce Miss Agatha Harkness. Yes, that's right, folks. The purple powered witch of the WandaVision series has made her debut this fine Friday evening and, of course, brought with her a story. And again, this is also another awesome series, WandaVision. Shoot. Oh, good. She comes with her own stand. I was going to be a little bit upset if she didn't come with a stand. But this way, I can show you guys what she looks like. Bam! Check that out. Like really, this is that's her. That's kind of like her final form when it comes down to this suit right here. Because in this series, like I said, she's the master of deception, and she, being a witch, she's actually able to cleverly disguise herself using all sorts of mystical magic. And like she can also mess with people's minds, and make you think like she's somebody else, or even then just erase the thought of what she really is away from your mind. But anyways, the story. So Agatha here is actually a witch from Salem, Massachusetts, and she was accused of practicing dark magic by her own coven during the Salem witch trials. And over 300 years later, she sensed the presence of chaos magic radiating from the town of Westview, which which was created by Wanda Maximoff, aka the Scarlet Witch, and AA Alan, appreciate the follow, man. Welcome. Um, Unfazed by her thrall over the population of Westview, Harkness became obsessed with harnessing Wanda's magic, and she lived under the pretense of the WandaVision sitcom. She stole Ralph Boner's house and undertook the disguise of Agnes, Max, and the nosy neighbor, and all the while sort of interfering with Maximoff's idyllic paradise to her own benefit. She's, oh, hey, young Mac, thank you so much for the mic, man. I appreciate you. But oh, I'm sorry. After discovering that Maximoff was the Scarlet Witch, she was actually defeated and stripped of her magical abilities indefinitely, and she was condemned to live out her life as Agnes in Westview. And that meant that she was basically made to hold on to the name of Agnes, the nosy neighbor, and that's of course courtesy of Wanda. She erased her memory, and that's basically who she turned her into. That she's just that powerful. She's really just that powerful. And I did find out some interesting little facts about Miss Harkness here. Did you guys know that she is actually over 12,500 years old? And I kid you not, she does not look a day over 45. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. And of course, in the comic book world, she was actually a nanny for the Fantastic Four team. I know, crazy, isn't it? And this is probably the coolest fact that I found out about her. Is Magneto still Scarlet Witch's dad in the Disney universe? It's not revealed on whether or not he is. I have a strong feeling that somehow, some way, that is going to get worked into like a movie somehow, because it is revealed, that in that WandaVision series that Pietro Maximoff, aka Maximoff's brother, Quicksilver. I'm sorry. God, I was trying to think of the name. It was revealed to him in X-Men Apocalypse that he was his son. So, I mean, I'm hoping that we get to see the Maximoff family all together, because that would be very, very cool. I know it was Quicksilver. It just ran right by me, honestly. And no, I didn't see that coming. But oh yeah, the fun fact that I found out. Did you guys know that Agnes's fake marriage anniversary with her husband Ralph, which was June 2nd, it actually is a reference to June 2nd, 1692, which was actually the day of the Salem witch trials. I know, crazy, right? And I know a little something about the Salem witch trials, because that's actually a book and series that I found out a lot to be very unique, because I read about it at an early age in school. And let me tell you, those are some very, very hard times for those ladies. I ain't gonna lie. Then again, I mean, when you're accused of witchcraft, people tend to panic, and they go in the first direction, which of course is to set you on fire. So, but anyways, let me get a swig here, folks, real quick. But I do hope that you guys are doing awesome, because you guys are awesome. Oh goodness. Anyways, and now we have arrived, folks, at the final stop of this MCU mix-up, and now we're going to be introducing the question. I'm not referring to the DC hero, the guy with no face. No. Now, because that is basically who this last guest revolves around, because now I invite you guys to come with me as we ponder the question: what if? Yes, as we introduce a very, very powerful entity, Ultron. Yes, that's right, folks. But this is the Infinity Ultron. The self-aware android has made his debut of the Marvel What If series, And what makes this Funko right here so cool? Well, let me show you guys. Let me get him out of there. is that this was actually one of two Funkos that was released, and the thing that makes this one like a little bit different is the pose because in one of his poses let me see, is it on the back of the box? Yeah. And the on the one like this is actually the exclusive one. The reason it's exclusive is because not only is he sporting um the Ultron Infinity look with his weapon, whereas the one that's not the exclusive, it's really just him with his hands by his sides, like he's powering up, and I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and put him right there so we can talk a little bit of history, huh? So, in this universe, we all know the Avengers stole the cradle and used it to create the hero Vision. But in this universe, however, like this twisted universe, Ultron actually got his wish because he successfully uploaded himself into a new body made out of completely vibranium, and armed with a Mind Stone, the rogue AI actually managed to kill Thor, Bruce Banner, Steve Rogers, and Tony Stark before unleashing Earth's entire arsenal of nuclear weapons upon humanity itself, leading to the complete decimation of Earth. And when Thanos actually arrived on Earth with the other five Infinity Stones, I'm sorry, forgive me, Ultron actually effortlessly kills him, And I mean, I feel kind of bad for him because if you haven't seen this episode or this series, small spoiler. Now, in the moment when Ultron shows up, he shows up right behind. I'm sorry, when Thanos shows up, he shows up right behind Ultron. The dude turns around and he sees the stones, and he became very interested. And in that moment, in a blink, he basically uses the Mind Stone to cut Thanos in half. I'm sorry, that's it. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. What was that? Oh yeah. Now, with Ultron's newfound omnipotence, actually made him aware of the greater universe itself, and he thus expanded his mission to bring his version of peace to all corners of the cosmos. And being that he was self-aware and all of that stuff, he spawned a fresh army of Ultron sentries with the Reality Stone and created a spherical spaceship. And now, in that moment, Ultron actually initiated his conquest, and he wanted to inflict his will on every single person who inhabited worlds of different universes, and like such as Asgard, the Sovereign, Scar, and Ego are just some of the countless planets to fall to the genocidal AI. And during his Xandar, I'm sorry, Captain Marvel attempted to destroy Ultron by ramming him into the planetary core. However, unfortunately, she is the one who was killed when he basically used the stones to obliterate the planet after remaking all of the universe in his image. And thus, Ultron is left as a program without a purpose. And he actually noticed when like he always felt at times when he was being watched, right? And that's of course the Watcher, because he's basically the guy who tells us the stories, right? And he became aware of his presence, and he learned of the alternate realities when the multiverse actually alarmed. The Watcher decided to turn his attention to the universe's last hope, as the AI actively tracked him down, and simultaneously Ultron confronted the Watcher in the nexus of all realities, right? And this was a massive battle, because in their fight, the Watcher teleports to numerous universes in a futile attempt to flee, because even he knew that he was no match for the Ultron AI. And when Ultron actually gained the upper hand, as he mocked the Watcher for the oath, he swore, it prevented him from interfering before attempting to kill him. But the Watcher actually managed to break free and escape to another universe, where he found the Doctor Strange. Now, I'm talking about the evil Doctor Strange, who beckoned him to break his oath. And with Ultron's ambitions threatening the very multiverse as a whole, the Watcher reluctantly agreed and asked the Sorcerer for help. And elsewhere, Ultron had taken control of the Nexus and now has all realities at his fingertips, which is very dangerous because, yeah, that basically means he could swallow a whole universe if he wanted to, or just erase it, just like that. Yeah, he's that powerful and that dangerous. Um, but I did find out some pretty interesting facts about him. You guys ready? You guys ready? Now, this is actually the first episode of What If that does not feature a closing narration from the Watcher, and there's a reason for that, folks. But I don't want to spoil it, so please. Um, and Thanos is actually seen wielding the nearly completed Infinity Gauntlet at the time of Age of Ultron. And of course, in the main timeline, however, he would not begin his quest until 3 years after the Avengers: Age of Ultron. And of course, during like Infinity Wars and yeah, during Infinity Wars. I'm sorry. Anyways, and now, I found out another little interesting fact here. There's a scene in this episode where Hawkeye is actually seen sacrificing himself to save Black Widow from Ultron Sentries, from the Ultron Sentries. I'm sorry. And what makes it so cool is that it's actually mirroring the scene from Avengers Endgame when Black Widow actually sacrificed herself on Vormir to get the Reality Stone. And so Hawkeye could obtain. I'm sorry, the Reality Stone is the blue one. I'm sorry, it was the Soul Stone because that's the way it works in Vormir. If you want the Soul Stone, you have to give a soul for a soul. You know, which is why it's one of the most not so much sought after stones. You know, because if you're going up there by yourself, you basically have two choices. You can either sacrifice yourself to get the stone, but nobody gets the stone. Or, if you go up there with somebody, somebody's got to go and get the stone. But, oh my goodness. One more swiggity swig here. Oh goodness. Okay. But I am going to go ahead and end this series, end this episode right here, folks. I want to say thank you to everybody who came out to see me tonight. You guys are breathtakingly awesome, and I appreciate you so, so much. Be sure to look forward to my next episode next week. I do hope you guys will be there. Feel free to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you want to, and feel free to sample these videos here when they do appear. And also, I want to say happy 4th of July also, because I'm not going to be here. Here is what I mean. I'm going to be out, but, no live streaming. Sorry. But yeah. Oh, and also from here, I'm going to be shooting over to my Twitch to do some gameplay. TikTok, the link is in my bio. Guys on YouTube, you guys are more than welcome to. But yeah, until next time, guys, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird, stay yourselves, and be zen. And again, happy 4th of July. Peace.